What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Some commentary for you tonight. Do me a favor, take a moment, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, wherever, Twitter. Shutdown Safety is my username. I showed the Axis beta footage yesterday, and a lot of people really responded well to it, but a few people didn't. And not to harp on the negativity, but this game is not on consoles for a reason. It's not competing with Madden on a PS4 or an Xbox One for a reason. And if anything, it's only competing in the marketplace of the PC, which is Madden 08. So I wanted to take a minute and go back and review how this stacks up to that game briefly, knowing that, yes, Madden is 10 years old, but Axis Football is 4 years removed from being a Flash game, so there's not all much of a time disparity there. So the first thing we're going to look at here with Madden is quarterback, pre-snap, looking at the players. The field quality, the player models, the atmosphere, the stadium, the shadows, the grass, everything that you expect visually from a football game. Now we take a look at Axis. To me, the player models look better, the shadows look crisper, the field looks better. If anything, the stadium is highly lacking. And maybe that's something that they can learn from going forward. Now, its speed, gameplay should be our biggest concern. I'd play with blocks if they could play football well. When you take a look at this play and you go back and compare it against Madden, yes, you'll see, in my opinion, Madden plays a little bit slower, so maybe it appears a little bit more fluid. This play is actually a deep pass, and I thank Dollar Jr. for getting me these clips. But when we go back a little bit further and we assess what's going on in these plays from a fundamental football perspective, the pocket here is fairly nice. You take a look at the proximity of the defenders and reactions to the receiver's routes, and the way the quarterback is standing in the pocket. To me, when we look at Axis Football, the proximities are very similar. The pocket has that problem Madden had, where it's a straight line, not an actual pocket. And again, these are things that can be worked on, but not night and day, not worlds apart. Now, obviously, the other thing you're going to do in a football game is run the ball. So we'll take a look at this run with Madden, and then we'll take a look at, with Axis, and now we'll take a look at the run with Madden. Now, when you look at running plays, obviously one of the main things we've always focused on is blocking. When we take a look at the blocking here with Madden, you can see there's a receiver upfield blocking. There's 3 blockers going out up the field. The ball is in a position to be actually caught by the running back. In Axis here, it's not. And that's something that needs to be improved. That's a problem. It can't be pitched through the player. But from a blocking perspective, everything looks fairly good here. The distance to the defense is a little bit further back than you're going to see with Madden, just to go back for continuity. But again, I'm not seeing 2 totally different aspects of football like people made this out to be. Now, the other thing is obviously tackle. So taking a look at the tackle at the end of this play-in, and honestly, I don't want to say it's not fair, but this is a game using a physics engine versus Madden, which was using animations, but both really tend to get the job done. So in closing this out, Axis Football has came a long way. There's a lot of hard work that's went in the game, and nobody's feelings are going to be hurt if this isn't a game for you. But let's keep the conversation into what it's actually competing against, and that's a PC game. And to me, if you're one that wants to play on a PC and wants to have a football experience, that's a game that can grow to a console. But if you're going to take a look at what Axis is competing against, I think we need to focus on Madden 08, because right now, that's the current in-market competition. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on this. I appreciate you checking this out, and you know that I'll be back in the week with more comments.